And in today's episode, I'm back inside the second fix stage as I've got to sort out a problem with a set of stairs. Now, can you see what the problem is with this set of stairs? Yep, somebody stuck their foot straight through the riser. Now, they have sent in another tread so that I can replace it with. The caveat to that is they don't want me to cut any of the plasterboard to get in under the stairs. Now, it would be easier, wouldn't it, to just take the plasterboard off, go under the stairs, take the screws out and put a new tread in. But I've got to try to figure out how to do it from the outside. I don't really know how I'm going to do it, but let's figure it out together. So let's replace the tread. So what I'm thinking is first, obviously get the tread out and then kind of figure it out from there. So I think I'm just going to run the saw straight across here, cut this off, and then just start peeling bits away and just unscrewing what we can so that it's then completely empty with all the screws out and any leftover timber, clean it up a bit and then go from there. So yeah, first job, run a saw for it. Ta-da! Well, that came out a bit easier than I expected. So now we're just going to take the screws out the side here, and then the screws that are up underneath here, I might be able to get in the back to undo these screws. I might have to give this a gentle tap, and then this bit should fall out. Now, time for the tricky screws. These are right up underneath, which you might be able to see. There's one just about there. And I think there's one there. So I'll get those out and then try and get this back. So that's nearly all the screws out. The only ones I've got to do next are just the ones that are in the back. Now, obviously I'm not going to be able to get in there, so I'm going to have to use the force and feel my hands around the back and try and do them from the inside. So this might be a bit tricky and awkward. And now we tap it. There we go, that's fully out. So I'm going to get this tidied up so it's a bit neater and clean out all this rubbish from underneath it. And then I'll then set the new one in place and see where we can go. That's all tidy now. Let's try the new Bullnose bottom step in. Now, I do know there is a bit of a gap underneath. That's because the story height of this set of stairs was slightly smaller than what it should have been. So I'll fit it all and then I'll put some solid packing underneath it because obviously that will then drop down. So the first thing I'm going to try and do is I'd like to add a bit of timber on this edge here and on this edge here so that when this slides in, we'll have something that we can screw end part here. Because usually you would screw through the back going into the newel post. Obviously we're not able to get underneath it, so by putting a bit of timber on there we can then slot it over the top and then screw it through the face. So I'm going to cut a couple of bits of wood either side and then get those fixed on the newel post. I think I'm just going to put these flush with the back of the newel post because that gives a good gap for then the risers to go in. Now we're going to cover everything in PVA glue, so all along the back, all round cutouts and also on the tread, and then slide her in. So I've had to do a slight modification. I've had to cut just the bottoms of these off because this part, the bullnose, ends up getting in the way. So let's try that again, shall we? Make sure whenever you're working with PVA that you get as much on your hands as you have on the bit of wood that you're working with. Why are you not going in? Oh, for God's sake, of course they'd put a bit there, wouldn't they? Because that makes total sense. So these blocks that we put in earlier, I've just had to modify them. So I've had to cut a bit off the top and a bit off the bottom, because on the actual tread, you've got a section at the bottom to reinforce this corner, and you've also got this little bracket here to reinforce this bit, and obviously that interferes with it. So I've cut that out of the way. So let's try again, getting this step in. So I'm going to dive a couple of screws down through here, going back into the nil post. Pull that in nice and tight, and I'll do the same on the other side. And then we'll get some screws going through the side here. For this riser, obviously at the minute, it's not fixed at the back. Now what I was thinking is if we pilot drill a hole at a really shallow angle, we might be able to screw through the face and get into the riser and be able to pull it. So screwing it from this side. So I've got some long 60 by 4.5 screws. So I'm gonna give it a go trying that. Not quite, might have to go a bit shallower and a bit further that way. Okay, so that's getting a fix in now. So I didn't have a countersink bit on me, so I've had to go a bit rough. And if you use the end of your bit, you can actually use it as a countersink. It's not ideal, but it does work. And there you have it, that's how we replace a tread without having to go all the way under the stairs and rip out all the plasterboard. Now I did take a bit of trial and error getting these screws in at the right angle, but I managed to get 6 in there, so that's nice and solid now. I've also put the solid packer underneath there with tons of PVA and got a screw going down through it as well. That's also solid. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I've been Start Skills with Scott. I'll see you again in another video.